New chapter, 10 p.m. So we got 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got, I think, like 8 more chapters. I remember how busy this place was back in the day. Patients gobbling their stew or rubbing it on their faces. Wait, man, they just go too fast. I didn't get to hear the rest. I figured there was nothing of interest beneath that blanket, and I didn't want to touch it anyway. This guy has no imagination. I'd be whipping that thing off so fast. Metal Gear Doll, thank you for doing your daily check-in, and welcome. It was full of dust and dirty like everything else here. There could be a body under there, and we'll never know. I mean, come on, people. All right. Let's go. Gross. Old food? The remains of an old, unidentifiable meal. Okay, game devs, here's a note, because we see this a lot. Theoretically, this meal has been sitting here for years. There would not be flies and bugs on it anymore. It would just be mummified if it were still there. I know it's creepier to have flies and maggots on things, but yeah, no. Oh, whoops. Good. I guess it works in this room. Oh, can we take a spoon? Hanwell Medical Institute. Okay, I don't think we want to read all this. I don't anyway. Sorry, I said I didn't want to, but then I was scanning book record. Okay, so that's probably in our codex or whatever. Building as cure. Healing mental illness through layout design and a strategic staffing hierarchy. What? Oh, because they keep talking about Kirkbride architecture. So that's why this is relevant. The psychiatrist who designed the Kirkbride plan believed the layout of mental hospital buildings was of prime relevance to patient treatment. Various patient distribution criteria were applied within each establishment, such as separation of high-risk patients from low-risk ones. Kirkbride emphasized to psychiatric professionals the importance of keeping patients busy with tasks, since it benefited their mental health and also helped with the maintenance of the grand building. So basically free labor with your patients. Got it. That doesn't seem earth-shattering. Wait, what? Oh! All right. We forced our way in. Hate to ask, but would you mind a quick recap? No, I don't mind at all. So quick recap. We think we are a former patient who came here inexplicably in the middle of the night I think we're trying to find ourselves. Like, we've blotted out our memories and we came here to try to see what, try to make a connection. And when we got here, we discovered that the place is being renovated. In 10 days, it's going to be sparkly and new again. But they've got some patients in here already, and at least one doctor and a security guard and a receptionist. And we're just kind of walking around. We've seen a couple patients. We've had like one jump scare. And we had one patient escape, and we've already gotten him back in the jail by playing relaxing guitar music. Back to his room, although the rooms are really hideous. And so we're just walking around. It's 10 o'clock at night. We're going to be here all night. Mostly the power doesn't work, but sometimes it does. So, kind of standard, creepy, insane asylum stuff. And that's basically all that's happened so far. The metal fence was too heavy to push. Anyway, all that seemed to be behind it was mere junk. All I could see was garbage piled up behind. We did find out that, remember if you play at BioShock, 10 days, yeah, and it's like 3 stories, and it's a huge, look, here's a map we're going to go look at. Goodbye. Oh, Potty jumped in and lurked. Hi, Potty. Bye, Potty. I'm like, what was that? We did. So if you played BioShock, remember that female doctor, the one that was helping the little girls? And so she seemed, in her words, she seemed a little bit compassionate, but she was pretty much of a scientist. Like, she wasn't too concerned about them as people. She just was like conducting experiments, or maybe by the end of the game she was. I'm unclear on that, but anyway, we did find out that this Dr. Ebersbacher, who used to be a doctor here, maybe when we were a patient here, is kind of like that. Like, she has some more forward modern thinking about psychiatry, but she's really a scientist and she doesn't actually care about the patients. So we did learn that by reading some papers in her office. Okay, so this is the front part where we came in. We came in here. This is where Julia is. We did these offices. We went downstairs somehow. I'm not sure where, how, over here someplace, to get the security guy's baton. Something spooky going on that floor and a bad smell. But we couldn't get past the door. There's probably a dead body back there. And now we've come through the cafeteria. And I guess we're going to go through the kitchen, which is always scary because knives, right? And the laundry room. We're trying to get to the therapy room, which is over here. Okay, so that's what we know so far. Which isn't too much. Julia is the receptionist. Also inexplicably, although this building is in this state, they've already hired a receptionist, and she's working in the middle of the night. Basically, her role in the game, as far as we can tell, is to go ask her questions. So far. It was her desk where we were when you came in, Rosie. Somehow she had wandered off. And we don't have a flashlight either. Oh, cutscene maybe. Who are you? Oh, yeah. Oh. Yeah. Look at this guy. Well, he's cool looking. Gotta give him that.
Hi. My name is Lenny.
Lenny.
Hello, Lenny. I didn't expect to find someone like you walking around.
Someone like you.
Oh, but you don't have to worry about me. I behave well. They allow me to walk alone and help.
Well, that's a relief then. I'm pleased to meet you, Lenny.
Now it's my turn to clean this corridor.
Well, better get to it, Lenny.
Here?
It's difficult to explain, Lenny. Some time ago, I was like you. I was being treated in this institute. But something
We thought
happened.
that was the case.
A terrible circumstance that I can't remember.
Ooh, okay, we're
the
getting
truth
some
is,
story now.
I'm not feeling well, and I don't want to be treated again.
Yes.
Maybe we're going to be the
I
scary
know.
person.
It happened to me, too.
What? You too? But then...
I was here at that time when something happened.
Lenny, we need to talk more.
All right, Lenny, let's go.
What are your thoughts on Julia?
Yeah, it
Who's
could be Julia from Martha is
The
Dead.
girl in
Could
the
be one of the
foyer.
patients
The
here.
receptionist.
Oh, yes. I saw her a few times, but we don't speak much. I'm too busy cleaning.
And I like Lenny. He's a cool character.
Have you met Dr. Miller?
Yes, briefly. I don't like him.
Why is that, Lenny?
He's hiding something.
We haven't met Dr.
Be
Miller
careful
yet.
with him.
Okay, thanks, Lenny.
About Dr. Ebersbacher.
Ebbers?
Anne Ebersbacher.
Oh, Dr. Anne, yes. I remember when we gathered the chairs around her. It was nice speaking with her.
What were the therapy sessions about?
Well, let me see. We talked about our problems, how to keep a healthy mind, our fears too, and how to cope with them. Dr. Anne made me feel well.
Okay, we like Dr. Ann then. Bruno. Who's Bruno? Oh, Bruno's the security guard.
What do you think about Bruno?
Who is that?
I'm referring to the security guard.
Oh, that man. I didn't know his name. We saw each other a number of times, but we don't speak. I think he's mean.
Yes, he does seem to have a bit of an attitude.
Okay. Should we ask him about himself?
So, what about you, Lenny? Do you roam the corridors all the time?
Oh, not quite. I'm assisting with the renovation of the building, cleaning as many areas as I can.
You seem to know your way around. What can you tell me about the Institute?
I don't know. It's nice. I like it in here. Feels like home.
How long have you been here?
Oh, long time. Years, as far as I can recall. They took me away all of a sudden, but I kept asking about Hanwell, and one day they brought me back.
But don't you want to leave and go outside, see the world?
The world
Not
is
really.
scary.
Maybe I did want to leave a long time ago, but I've forgotten why. There's nothing out there for me.
Okay, Lenny. All right, let's get on to our topics.
The building is surprisingly
Maybe Lenny's the
deserted,
whole
isn't it?
construction crew.
It is,
Like the bottle. Oh,
There aren't
gosh.
many like me,
Likes the bottle, that
and I'm
one.
the only one who helps.
Do you know if there are more
We don't want to be
like
giving you
coming?
bad vibes, Rosie.
No, sorry.
Is there anything else you can tell me about this?
No, I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry, Lenny. It's okay.
About me.
About me. Let's
Are
talk
you
about me.
feeling bad?
That's one way to put it. My memories feel like they're broken. I've been here, that's one certainty, but some grisly event left my mind crippled.
I feel the same. My memories of that time are fuzzy.
Something grisly
I
happened.
liked being here. This place
and they
always made me
shocked him
feel
so they would
comfortable
forget
until the
that
event.
thing.
What
The
did
event.
they do to us, Lenny?
What did they do, Lenny?
If I'm unable to recall what happened, I'll lose my mind. These nightmares or visions are haunting me. They can happen anytime, any moment, and they disturb me to no end.
I don't think I have visions myself, but my mind isn't well either.
I can feel their flashbacks, as in actual moments that took place here, in this institute. Perhaps they're a sign that my mind is beginning to recover. We need to find the truth, Lenny.
I will help you.
All right, we got Lenny on our team.
Nothing else comes to mind?
I don't want to think about that anymore.
All right, Lenny, it's okay.
Does the word Kirkbride mean anything to you?
That word reminds me of something.
Yeah, I'm not sure the relevance of this.
Someone said that.
Kirkbride.
Oh no.
Poor
What
Lenny.
the-
I know, I feel bad for
It was
him.
down below.
Right,
when I
we
heard
like
that
Lenny.
word.
Down below. That's where the guy that escaped, that's where he is. Down below. Down below.
Is there anything else you can tell me about this?
No.
No, I don't
I'm sorry.
want to. It's okay, Lenny.
I'm looking for
Lenny, were you part of
details about a
Group E?
particular therapy group.
Therapy?
Well, my
What's
suspicion
that?
is that patients who participated in a series of therapy sessions were somehow connected to the circumstances that led to the closure of the institute.
This was Anne
Does this sound
Eversbacher's
familiar to
group.
Therapy groups. Yes. I remember them. I had many friends back then.
You do remember.
Interesting.
I remember the sessions. We were all there. They called us Team E.
Hold on. Did you mean Group E?
Yes, that's it.
But wait, you were saying that you were in Group E during the sessions?
Yes. I remember the letter E very well when they called us. And Dr. Anne.
This is extraordinary, Lenny. Now we need to understand who else belonged in Group E.
Lenny, do you remember me?
Is there anything else you can tell me about this?
No, I'm sorry.
That's okay, Lenny.
The Institute was shut down under strange circumstances, but I don't recall much about that period.
Me neither. We were in pain by then.
What is this about pain?
It was the pain that led to the shutdown. Down below.
Down below.
Nothing else comes to mind?
I don't want to think
And
about
there's a really
that
bad
anymore.
smell down there, too, behind a locked door, so... Yeah. Oh, here we go. Down below?
Down below? What do you mean?
Yes. We were all happy until they took us to the floor beneath.
I assume you mean the basement. What happened there?
I don't remember.
I don't want to talk about it. I want to
Come
forget.
on, Lenny.
No more pain.
Please, Lenny. I really need to know what happened. It will help both of us.
That's where it all started. Down below.
Creepy experiments, maybe.
You should go and see for yourself.
Ooh, I don't want to go down below. Okay.
About the patients in Group E. You said you were there.
Was I
Yes.
there, Lenny?
There were a few of us. Dr. Anne spoke often and encouraged everyone to speak too. At first it was nice. We enjoyed sitting next to each other. I think I remember you.
My mic's
What?
falling over.
It was
Oh,
a
he
happy
does
time,
remember us.
But then came the pain.
Pain? What are you talking about, Lenny?
I'm not sure, but it all started down below. I don't want to think about it.
Let's talk some more about this Group E. You said you remember me.
Yes.
Because it is all about me.
Yes, I
you
do.
know.
I'm so sorry, Lenny, but I
I gotta
can't
fix
seem
my
to
mic,
remember
you guys.
It's been such a long time since I was here. Please
Yeah, who
try
else,
hard,
Lenny?
This is what comes to mind. Friends with fears and problems.
Such as?
Like
I don't
every
remember
group.
his name. A big man with the mind of a child. He had an accident and was terrified of fire. We could never talk about fire during the sessions. Dr. Anne forbade that.
What about the others? How many of us were in the sessions?
Yeah.
Oh, there was a woman.
You saw me messing with this
She
last
had a
night,
baby
too. I've got to fix
inside,
it.
but she didn't like the baby.
Oh, yeah, we know about this
hit her
lady.
belly.
That sounds terrible.
She thought her baby was a demon.
Anyone else from Group E, Lenny? Just one more effort.
I don't
Like,
recall the names.
what about me? Tell me about
There
me.
was a man who was funny, but sometimes
Yeah, I missed
also
that
mean.
part.
And
Okay.
another one with a funny accent. But please, I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Nothing else comes to mind?
I don't want to think about that
Okay,
anymore.
so big man who was like a child, but afraid of fire. I'm going to guess he might be who's locked up downstairs. Because isn't that like a total horror game thing? You know, a big giant guy all burned up who's like mentally challenged. Yeah, Frankenstein. All right, tasks. Wait, can we ask him? Oh, we got to explore the basement. I don't want to go in the basement. The basement and the attic. Like, no. All right, let's talk to him about these things.
Lenny, I'm having nightmares about my stay in the Institute.
Talk to me, Lenny.
I think something terrible happened to us inside this place.
I am happy to help you, but I don't want to remember. They're sad memories.
But still, it's important we understand what happened to us. Can't you?
Please, no.
I don't want to help
Stop.
you with that. Okay,
Sure,
sorry,
Lenny.
Lenny. Sorry,
I'm
Lenny.
sorry.
Lenny's freaking.
Lenny, I'm looking for the therapy room.
Yes, it's down the corridor.
Well, I think
Oh,
it's that way.
Then if you
actually.
would just let me...
go past.
No, you can't go.
Wait, what?
What do you mean?
I'm cleaning the corridor.
Oh.
Okay, I'll just step right here, carefully, and avoid.
No, no, you'll ruin everything.
Fine. Please don't scream.
Calm down, Lenny.
Lenny, I need to learn more. What's in the basement?
I don't like to remember that place. But
Do I have to go
something
back down
happened
there?
down there.
What am I supposed to do?
Just look in the rooms. You'll understand. And be careful.
Okay. Anything else we got to talk to him about? I don't think so.
Is there anything else you can tell me about the basement?
Oh, look in
No,
the
I'm
rooms in
sorry.
the basement. So I wonder if that means we can't go to the therapy room. We got to go back and go back down in the basement. But we already looked in all the rooms. He's a terrible cleaner. Well, we are disrupting him, Zahn, to be fair. All right, so we can't do any of that stuff. All right.
Well, Lenny, it
Thanks.
was
Nice talking to you, Lenny.
I'll be on my way.
Wait, you said you wanted to know what happened?
Yeah.
That's right. I came here looking for answers.
Oh, I don't like these memories, but it all started down below.
Down below?
Yes. I've been trying to forget, but if you want answers, you should go there.
Okay, so Lenny is not, we can't go to the therapy room. Can we go in here? And what's in here? And why is it so dark? Oh, here's some trash. Paint? What is this stuff? The leftover paint inside the cans was dry and useless. The cans hadn't been sealed properly for a long time. So I'm assuming this is from a previous renovation, perhaps. Ooh, look. It's a very, very creepy puppy. Do we get to keep this puppy, or do we have to put it back? I guess we're putting it back. Dicron, welcome in. Yes, that was super creepy. I don't know. I do. I want to take it home and put it on my shelf. This is a door. What is this door, you guys? Oh, this is like a storeroom or something. Look, this is an old-fashioned bug sprayer. This is like a cartoon bug sprayer. Wee. Acme. Exactly, William. Don't you think, you guys? Could you just see some cartoon character running around spraying giant bugs with it? It's funny how when you plop things down, they end up back on the shelf. Okay, what else is in here? Yesterday, some of the clues were a little obtuse, and so I'm trying to be thorough, but I'm also fairly certain I'm going to miss something. I didn't want to go through the boxes, which seemed empty, and were likely crawling with bugs. Why would they be? Oh! Look at this! A disgusting carcass of a... Hey, Bijou, welcome in! Was a perfect fit. Wait, I gotta do it again. The cat had expired and gone to meet its maker. It was an... It was an ex-cat. Okay, that's funny. Okay, so we got a dead cat dried up in here. I guess it was jumping up here, and then it just died like a Monty Python sketch. And it had a heart attack and died right there. That seems unlikely. That is a mummified cat. It is. All right, here's some creepy ropes. Not even moths cared about those filthy rags. Look how it's a little bit Silent Hill foggy right now, but not that Silent Hill foggy. Maybe some time ago, patients used to wear them, but at present they wouldn't even serve as dish rags. I'm guessing you're not visiting Legoland. This is the secret entrance, the secret back entrance, Dicron, to Legoland. Hopefully we'll get there. Hopefully we didn't take a wrong turn. Is this a wall or is this fog in front of us? Dark, like all the horrendous things which transpired inside this building. Like, I'm a little bit clueless even where I am right now in terms of the map. Ooh, cutscene. The furnace. So, those of us that had big old creepy furnaces in our basement when we were kids growing up, this was like one of those things that scared you. Like, the fire would come on in there. I mean, we didn't have anyone shoveling coal in there or anything, but still, you had a big furnace of Home Alone, right? Like, it is a trope, but it's still true. Like, we had a furnace like this in our house. It didn't look like this exactly, but, you know, you go down in the creepy basement, and the fire would come on with a big old roar, and, man, it fueled a lot of thoughts. The burning fire in the boiler bathed the room in a sinister glow, while the flames kept the environment... No, he keeps talking about how cold it is here. So I don't think it's keeping the environment cozy and warm. Kept the environment cozy and warm. I wasn't keen on staying there for too long. Like, what is it keeping cozy and warm? Because he's mentioned like 3 times in the game already that it's really cold here. That the radiators don't work. There was some kind of grating or trap door on the concrete floor. The padlock was rusted. I wouldn't be able to unlock it even with a key. Wow. The chain was firmly attached to the iron bars with a heavy padlock. There's no way to open this. We need a crowbar. And why would we want to go down there anyway? Unless we think somebody's in there. Maybe they are. We don't know. Okay, here's some papers. Jonas Crawford. Oh, look at Jonas. 42. Why is his medical records down here in the furnace room? Unstable. He's a male. Oh, he's in the male wing, first floor. 105. Okay, we're going to write these things down because there could be a code here somewhere, right? There was a weird code yesterday that... Okay, so Jonas Crawford. I'm just going to take a picture. Why don't I do that? Like 105A seems kind of like a... Oh, he's part of therapy group E, you guys. That's probably the trick, but just in case. So, because 105A seems kind of like a combination, doesn't it? Or maybe we can at least find his cell. Profile, medium-sized male whose outlandish behavior and off-putting manners often disturbs his peers. A clear case of paranoia and deemed highly unstable. Even though he is slim and fairly short in stature, Jonas Crawford, in all caps, has been known to terrorize some of the most menacious patients with his wild, staring eyes. Fortunately, Crawford is often in good spirits, and whenever that happens, he can be one of the most joyful and amusing patients in the Institute, constantly making jokes and lightening the mood. He's a fast talker and quite witty, too. He could have become a great comedian, if not for his mental condition. However, just as he can be cheerful, he can also immediately turn violent and frequently causes harm both to his peers and the nursing team. Crawford has an intense fear of darkness, which many specialists still cannot explain. Yes, he sounds very pleasant. Afraid of the dark, and he's paranoid, and he was part of Group E. So we're going to have to ask Lenny about him. What did he say? Did he say something about a little guy who was afraid of the dark? Oh, look, somebody tried to burn something, paper, but somehow it didn't burn. For the first time, we've been able to proceed without raising much suspicion. Oh, but that won't last long. Yesterday, the absences from the yard were noticed, and Nurse Alice inquired about the missing patients. Uh-oh. Sidestepping Ebersbacher and addressing me directly like that means the nurses are far more concerned than I imagined. Yeah. As for Ebersbacher, I overheard her wondering aloud why her patients were covered in dirt if they haven't been seen in the yard. Oh, so maybe she's not part of it. It's a relief that Walter gave in to the idea of renovating the building, but he's growing too old-fashioned and stubborn. No doubt the failure of his invention hit him hard. He used to be keener on progress and the swift adoption of new modern technologies, but something deep inside him has changed. Now he's stuck in the past and has grown too attached to this building and his grandiose creation, which inevitably has to change. No matter, we waited for too long and we need money. It always comes down to money. Until we're able to secure adequate funding, we have no choice but to resort to cheap labor. Being located in the countryside has its share of benefits, but procuring the manpower needed to remodel this place has proven to be quite a bit more challenging than expected, and always subject to the brutal reality of cost. At first, Walter insisted we select one patient from each group to minimize the risk of calling attention to their absence, so what, they just made them be cheap day labor? But I argued that it was preferable to choose an entire close-knit group, Group E, to avoid spreading unnecessary chatter that we couldn't control. Of course, in the end, they're all lunatics. Their word carries no weight compared to ours, but it's still desirable to keep gossip to a minimum. If one small group of mentally unstable people insists on discussing things the greater population knows nothing about, we could always contend that this isolated group is experiencing a collective hallucination. It's almost midnight, and my turn to supervise the work. One of the patients mentioned an odd smell emanating from the newly opened tunnel. They always imagine the strangest things, but I think I heard a sort of hissing sound that puzzled me. This seems worth investigating. I can't believe it. As I approached the opening, there was a hint of haze or condensation in the air, and it smelled very unusual indeed. I can't describe it, but it felt old. So maybe we have a demon down here too. Some kind of ancient, highly concentrated, earthy smell. Curious about this, I instructed the patient, Leonard, I guess this is probably Lenny, I believe, to strike that wall one more time. I had to insist twice. His tool wedged open the crevice, which released a formidable stream of fumes. It's hard to convey on paper, but there was a change in air pressure and the foul odor intensified throughout the tunnel. The patients are too nervous. I must seek Walter. Do we know who Walter is? I don't think we do. All right, well, that is suitably creepy. We've been down in the basement, and there definitely was a smell mentioned. The pipes in the room were covered with rust. I wondered if those worn-out pipes were just decoration at this point. Okay. So we have this Walter. Wait, did we look over there? Oh, that's probably how we just stood in front of the furnace. I don't think, let's check. Crawford, Lenny, but we don't have Walter mentioned. Okay. Oh, we lost all the records. Now we're just back to our letter opener. I was hoping we were going to get to play some more records later. Dark, like all the horrendous things which transpired inside this building. I think this is a dead end. I don't have a very good feel for the map at this point. We're just down in the little dead end of the hall. Okay. Got it. Let's go back down here. We got the gross robes we already looked at. The cartoon insect sprayer. The old paint. A pile of broken wheelchairs and random rubbish decorated the bottom of the stairs. And we can go up. Remember, Julia told us not to go upstairs? But we're going up anyway. This Julia's with a J, not with a G, so it's not like Martha's sister got the job. Okay, so now, remember we tried to go on the second floor and we couldn't, but maybe now this is how we get in there. The cart was full of rubbish. Poor Lenny was going to have a lot of work to do cleaning up this place and a pretty tight schedule. He's got to get the whole place done in 10 days. You guys, we got an ad in a couple minutes. I'll probably take a break then. Okay, I think we should start. Oh, Lenny. I didn't realize. No way to go in. It was better to move on. Okay, so we're back on Lenny's floor. Hey, Lenny, do you know anything about Walter or Crawford?
Lenny, do you have a moment?
Yes?
Are you familiar with the name Crawford?
Yeah, he was in the group, remember?
Right. Crawford. He was in our group with Dr. Ann. He made many jokes. So funny. I laughed a lot with him. But he also had a scary look on his face. Sometimes he just went crazy.
Do you know what happened to him?
No. One day, he just disappeared.
Spooky, Lenny.
Is there anything else you can tell me about this?
No.
No.
I'm sorry.
All right, any other things since we saw Lenny last time? Look, it's funny. We got this and we got this.
Nothing else comes to mind?
I don't want to think about that anymore.
Okay, sorry, Lenny. All right, I think that's all we got to talk to him about. Okay.
Nice talking to you, Lenny.
See you, Lenny. Better get back to work. All right, so we can't get to the therapy room. I guess we got to go back to the basement. I hope I can remember how to get there. Back through the cafeteria. Did we look at everything in here? Oh, yeah, that was a pile of junk. And that was the map. Well, you know, he's on work release from being a patient, and he's trusted, so he's helping with the renovations. He's got a broom. Surely that's all it takes to clean this place up. Okay, so the basement was this way. The break's about to start, you guys, so that's good because we think creepy things are going to be down there, so we can let the tension build while we take a break. I'll wait till it pops, but I'm suspecting we'll like get across this room and then it'll be there. Oh, here's another record. The terrible one by the looks of this place. Well, I mean, he is a patient. They didn't have much of a budget, right? Okay, there's some patients in these rooms. Look, here he is in here. The sight of these deeply disturbed people was disheartening. I'd say it's a little more than disheartening. Oh, 100A. So where was Crawford? Was he in 100 and what? 105A was his room, right? 105A. Okay, let's see if we can find his room. 102A. This particular cell was quieter than the others. Just meaning it was quiet, or what exactly? That might be 106. Oh, there's 105A right there. Wait, move up a little bit. This is like, I was saying this yesterday. Oh, wait, is that him? I don't think so. I think we're going past 105A. I don't know, I'm a little confused. Oh, that's 103. That's 103. Here's 102, so that should be 105 right there, but it won't let us look at it, look in there. This is, I was saying this yesterday, this is like Google Street View. You know how you like get there on Google Street View and then you want to like walk down the street a little bit? That's what the movement of this game is like, walking in Google Street View. Well, I wonder if later we're going to get to look in there. Because that seems relevant, doesn't it, that that's Crawford's room? Loctite. Okay, here's the bathroom. We looked at this yesterday, but let's just check. Okay, there's no water. I mean, could you imagine taking a shower in here? It was a depressing sight to be sure. Showers here likely had the opposite effect of cleaning. And the toilets, yeah, there's a teddy bear in this toilet, you guys. We don't know that there were any children here, but we're sure finding a lot of dolls, aren't we? I can't look in there, although there seems to be somebody in there. I didn't want to keep looking. I kind of do want to look, because, I mean, it is a horror game. 114A. Oh, there's our away screen guy. I think he jump scared us yesterday, but not today. This cell wouldn't open. All right, let's go. So this is where the escaped guy is kept, and also where the security guard is. So you'd think we'd be coming down here with them. That doesn't seem like a good idea. Yeah, there's Bruno in his room. Oh, now he's got the door shut. I guess that makes sense. I guessed it was time to move on and leave this door alone. Hey, Bruno. What do you know? Let's see what's new for Bruno.
Hi again, Bruno.
Hi, Bruno. I need to explore the basement. Oh, let's just go through all the list.
What if I told you I used to be a patient here?
At this rate, I'm ready to believe anything. But here's the thing.
What?
Listen, it's simple. Ex-patient or not, you do anything stupid, I knock you out.
Fine. Point taken.
He's told us if Julia said we could come in, and Julia's the receptionist, if Julia vouched for us, then he was cool. That's what he told us before.
So, the only way to reach the therapy room is through the cafeteria then?
Presently, yes.
Except Lenny won't let us by. I thought we were going to tell him that.
Is there anything you can tell me about the basement?
It
I
smells
don't know,
bad.
man. It's a basement. It hasn't been used in ages. And there's a foul stench coming from down there.
Interesting.
You find that interesting? Clearly you have unusual interests.
I agree, Bruno.
You don't find the basement interesting, Bruno?
What I find interesting are paychecks and being left alone.
Okay, I get the message.
Okay. Oh, let's see.
So, the only way to reach the
I was
therapy room
thinking,
is through the cafeteria?
Yeah, I
then?
know. Agreed, Tendra.
Presently, yes.
And being left alone. I like that part too. Okay. Let's just run down the list with him.
About this.
Stop pestering me, will you?
So, about me.
Please, understand?
So, about
I
me.
don't care.
I want a t-shirt with that on it.
I don't.
So, about me.
So, about Kirkbride.
No.
Hey, listen. I already said way more than I ever imagined saying on the topic of
Yeah,
architecture.
he is, right?
But that's it. There's nothing else about it we can discuss.
Okay.
Do you know what I'd love to discuss?
What, Bruno?
Action films.
Okay.
Oh, okay. That's not on my list here, though, Bruno.
I wish you could give me more info about it.
You are giving me a headache.
About this sudden shutdown.
Okay, listen. People here, that is, the new management, don't like hearing about that.
But you said it was old history.
Yeah, look. It's about the reputation of the place. Hanwell used to be a very well-respected institution. But then something
happened.
It was serious. The police got involved,
Something always
newspapers,
happens.
everything. The whole shebang. And now they're investing a lot of money to get this place up and running again. And they don't want those old stories surfacing again.
I see. Can you at least tell me if you heard what happened? Just the overall details.
Patients got hurt. Badly.
Hurt?
Nasty stuff. And that's it. I'm not saying anything else on this topic.
Okay. Appreciate the information, Bruno.
Or lack thereof.
I'm trying to determine which patients were part of this therapy group named E.
Listen, that sort of thing is way out of my jurisdiction, but I don't know of any ongoing therapies at the moment.
Not now. I mean in the past.
Welcome in,
Before
Crocodile.
the place
Thank you
was
for the
shut down.
check-in.
Then there's no way I can help you with that. I wasn't even a security guard back then. But if it's so important to you, you can try Dr. Miller upstairs. He's more acquainted with that
We
period of
haven't
the
made it
Institute's
upstairs
history.
yet.
All right,
We haven't
thank
met
you.
Dr. Miller.
That was actually helpful, Bruno.
I'm
Thank you,
trying to be
Bruno.
a better person.
Are you?
Not. Now leave me alone.
Okay.
About this.
Stop pestering me, will you?
Okay, so we've talked about our people. Oh, no, we haven't. Let's ask him about Lenny
What can you tell me about Lenny?
and Crawford.
Who?
The patient who was cleaning the corridors.
Oh, Leo.
I think it's
Leo.
Leonard, but yes, that guy.
I don't appreciate him wandering around like that. But I guess he's okay. Doesn't look like he could do much harm to anyone. But I'll tell you this. I saw him a number of times getting too close to places he shouldn't be. Once I saw him entering and leaving one of the high-ranking offices.
Now that's strange.
You bet. There's likely confidential information in there.
Well, it's everywhere around this place, so I don't think we're too worried about it. We just found a patient record in the furnace room. He is Diacrot. He's like, what the heck else do
If
you
you
have to
think
ask
Lenny
me?
is acting suspiciously, why don't you do something about him?
Yeah.
I've received explicit instructions to leave Leo alone, and that's what I'm doing. At least for now.
Ever heard of a patient called Crawford?
Crawford? No, I'm sorry. Then again, it's not like I pay much attention to the patients' names.
No
Or the
worries.
patients at
Thank you.
all. Okay. I think that's all we got for him.
See you later, Bruno.
All right, Bruno. Give us those keys back. All right, let's go.
You, stay back. That guy is dangerous.
The door wouldn't open. So the only cell we have not been able to come abreast of is 105A, the one we want to check out. No one was home. They must have gone out. My heart stopped for a second as I moved to open the door, but luckily it didn't budge. Wait, what? All right, let's go. We couldn't get this far before. The window was broken, and a thick veil of darkness hung over the cell. Probably abandoned. Probably. Look, what if something came out of there right now? That would be jump scary. The door was tightly shut. Abreast. Most of the cells in the tunnel of the damned seemed to be abandoned, and the doors wouldn't open. Well, that is not going to stop us. Well, that's what I'm wondering out of that hole. Exactly. The cell was either locked or jammed. Some sort of power situation happening here. Firmly locked, which didn't surprise me. All right, wait, well, how can we go? Oh. Well, I thought that's how we were getting in the basement. I'm not sure we've seen any other downstairs. I wonder how we get there. Now we'll have to go find a map. Well, we got this corridor, which before we couldn't get past the security office. So maybe that's progress. Bruno, how do we actually get to the basement? If we're gonna go down there. Made me feel uncomfortable, as if I wanted to walk away. Perhaps that is a clue. Alright, well that's disappointing. Now we have to go look at the map again, which is not that helpful, actually. The map, I mean, hasn't been particularly helpful. I think we did all the doors as we came down the hall, did we not? Sort of like insane asylum noises from every movie ever. B-roll. B-sound roll. Alright, so here is a radiator, but no lady in it. What? What? Mostly windows in areas with patients had some manner of protection. Still, sometimes a crazed patient would tear the grills apart and mash their head against the glass. Okay. I'm not sure if we should go... There was another map through here. Maybe we missed something. Okay, so we're right here. Oh, to the basement, right there. Okay. And Lenny is kind of right around here someplace, so we can't get past him at the moment. All right, so let's go to the basement. If we can figure it out from that map, which is always a question. Oh, you know what? Maybe we can turn... It's probably this hall that Lenny came out of. I'm not sure we went down this way. Did we? Oh, yeah, I think I did. But did I go downstairs? Well, we're going now. Yeah, because there's that little stuffed animal thing. And the paint. So we did come down here already. Well, let's try harder. Oh yeah, there's the spray thing. Oh yeah, maybe there was a door there or something. It was so dark over here we couldn't really see what we were doing. Look, there's a key hole. I didn't even notice that before, but I don't know if we have a key. It was too dark to venture ahead. What? So does that mean I'm supposed to have a key from somewhere? I've been a little unclear about the whole inventory thing. Maybe that's all I have right now is a letter opener. Can I jam it in there? Whoops. And he said it's too dark, so maybe I'm supposed to be acquiring a flashlight or something somewhere. Okay, so now we're back in the furnace room. Might be walkthrough time, you guys. So it looks like we need a key and we need a source of light. The only light we've come into so far is this fire, which I suppose we could make a torch with our various bits and bobs, but I don't think the game is going to let us do that. It's right here. Really? Really? It's hard to remember to look behind you, right? Oh. Did that do it? Emergency lighting wiring. I don't know if we were supposed to turn... If we were supposed to turn the emergency power... We did look at the note, so I don't think we have anything else to look at in here. Of course, I would have said the same thing before we didn't turn the power on. All right, it's still dark and creepy in here. That didn't help, but maybe it helped outside. Let's go see. Oh yeah, much better. Now we can actually see. Okay, but we're supposed to go... There's something about a key and a like some wire cutters. So I think, so there's our basement room. This, we could barely see the lock in this room before. I think we couldn't see any of this stuff, could we? Let's go down here and look. No luck with that door. It's pitch in here too. It was impossible to see anything in the room. I had to find a way to restore the lights. Oh, well, here's wire cutters. Cool. All right. It was wire cutters. So that's probably, we're probably going to have to look at that wiring diagram. And it's actually not that dark on this side. Okay. Okay, and now I'm all turned around. I don't remember which way was the stacked bed. So we're just going to pick one, which probably means I'm going to go wrong. The Duel is great. The only thing you liked him in was Good Will Hunting, which he wrote with Matt Damon ever since he's tried to match that performance. Is this oh yeah, here's the stacked bedroom. And some of this stuff I feel like it doesn't activate until a certain point, so I'm gonna give myself a pass on feeling guilty about not getting it done. Okay. Oh, look at this! There's a rat fried in here. Okay, that's pretty cool. I like that. So can we get Mr. Ratty out? The problem was clear. A rodent had chewed on the wire, short-circuiting the lighting in the basement and killing the rat in the process. There was nothing I could do with the circuit box. Oh. Okay, so we got to go turn the power back off again and then come back. Improved the movie, or he personally improved? Okay, what's right here? Oh yeah, we couldn't get, that was the dangerous. All right, so now we got to go back and turn the power back off, I guess. And then come back again. Oh, improv and improved. But improved the movie, or he improved as an actor? He was a really good actor. Improvised. Okay. And we don't know what that does. Oh, well, of course, we need red lights in the insane asylum. But at least now we can see what we're doing. Sort of. No, you gotta have some good red lights in any insane asylum, right? Okay, let's get Rat Boy out. We got a break in about 5 minutes, you guys. Oh, okay, so that's interesting. So that's how it works. So when there's a tool, that means you need a tool, and then you can access your stuff. Okay, guys, help me remember that. I figured it out. You know, I'm gonna forget it again in like 5 seconds. So, all right. I wanted to keep Crunchy Rat Boy. What happened to Rat Boy? He fell off. All right, let's see. Now can we go in here, or do we have to go turn the other lights back on? Okay. Yeah, it is a little bit spark in there. I figured the door would lead back to the high-risk area. Wait, what did that say? I figured the door would lead back to the high-risk area, but that shorted electrical lock prevented it from opening. Okay. All right, no worries. So we fixed the power. Maybe now we go back and flip the other switch. All right, I think that was the move we needed. So that was funny. Okay, so we got to find a key. So now it's saying you need a tool. All right, so I think we got to go look in that room again. The one where we had the wire cutters. Oh yeah, look, it's all bright and shiny now. Tools and machinery lay scattered across a construction area, seemingly abandoned in chaos. Walls were cracked, peeling under the weight of the years, and the metallic scent of rust mixed with something, but I wasn't reading fast enough, so I'm never going to know what it was. All right, let's see what we got. We got a pickaxe, which seems a weird thing to have in a... No! So we had the patients, what, digging for gold down here? Is that what happened? Flashback. For the first time, I felt like there was a clear purpose or meaning behind a vision. My mind was trying to unearth an important memory. What were a group of patients doing in the basement? What were we forced to do here? Yeah, baby. The tools seem oddly familiar to me. Most of the tools seem useless and not worth my time. Okay, well, but oddly familiar. All right, we'll get back to that. I mean, did this asylum get built over an Old West gold mine or something? I feel like we're looking for the key in here, but I don't know that. I thought there was something over here. Oh yeah, here we go. Or maybe a cart which had seen better days was in the corner of the construction area. There was not much that could be done with this cart. Okay. An opening in the construction area was boarded up. Was there a bad smell, like the smell of death emanating from there? Got an ad in like 30 seconds, you guys. A feeling of unease came over me as I looked at these wooden boards. Okay. I'm not seeing the key, so we're going to keep looking. Now that we got the power on, maybe we'll find it. I think that just gets us positioned to look at the ore that we were mining for, or whatever we were doing down here. Well, interestingly, at some point, I want to look over there again. What was over there before? It seemed like when I was over here, it kind of gave me the little circles. There it is. But I think we must be done with that, so I guess we don't care about it anymore. Can't you just smell the damp in here? Wait, what's this over here? I think some of these are not like a thing to click on. They're just a place to get you in position to see something else.